The perfect mindset for the law of attraction. Although it might sound like a basic new age scam or like a relationship partner attraction theory, it is neither. The law of attraction has been with us ever since we, or the universe, were born. But what is it, exactly, and why would it have the power to change people's lives? Welcome back to the Mind Vibes channel. In this video, we will talk about the perfect mindset for the law of attraction. So, before moving further, please like this video, and subscribe to our channel, so that you don't miss our upcoming amazing videos. Alright, let's jump in. Mind Vibes. The law of attraction is not a complicated set of rules. It's not an ancient power only given to a select few, and it's not an outside source that you must acquire to create magic in your life. The law of attraction is a simple and unwavering universal principle, much like gravity. You don't have to believe in gravity for it to work. You know, if you drop a marble from your hand, it will fall and land on the first surface it comes into contact with. Just as you know, if you roll out of your bed, you will fall and land on the first surface available. This is something you learned early in life, and knowing this, you can predict and expect what will happen due to your past experience with this principle. The law of attraction works the same way. This universal principle applies to all things, because all things in our universe have a tendency to migrate towards other like things. And if you've been a student of the law of attraction, I'm sure you're familiar with the statement, like attracts like. Whether you believe that to be true or not, the principle remains the same. And when you do believe in this principle and get aligned with it, you start predicting and expecting what happens in your life. Oftentimes with astonishing accuracy. Just as you're able to do with gravity, therefore your awareness of this principle can affect your life in dynamic ways. We don't need to know why gravity works, we just do, and the same is true of the law of attraction. In fact, many universal laws are still somewhat of a mystery to scientists. In regards to the laws of our universe, we often understand that they work without understanding how and why that's so. So our main goal regarding the law of attraction might be examining how we interact with it and how we believe it interacts back with us as a response. In other words, what are your beliefs surrounding this law? Do you believe that you have the power within you to influence your reality, so things happen for you, or do you believe yourself to be a victim of circumstance, and that things just happen to you? In psychology, the term internal versus external locus of control applies to this perspective. There are many people who believe that they are a product of everything that they have experienced up until their current now moment. That is referred to as the external locus of control. They believe that they are not in control of their lives and they just float around while things happen to them without any control of those things. However, when a person learns that they actually have an internal locus of control that can change their perception and create new results, the possibilities for what is available as an experience vastly opens up. And this is how the law of attraction works. When you change your mindset, you change your life. When perception changes, what can be experienced changes. So it's very true that your thoughts, beliefs, and emotional states have a great effect on what you experience as your reality. When you gain new understanding and shift your perspective about life and your relationship with it, which is the core of my teachings, you can begin to manifest what would be considered better things into your life. Amazing and wonderful things. Actually, when speaking about things such as thoughts, beliefs, and feelings, this concept eludes some because these are intangible things. They are energetic but not perceivable by the physical senses. With gravity, you are able to visually see that this concept can work instantaneously. You may even feel its effects with your physical body due to a gravitational pull, so you have some tangible concept of what it is. But with the law of attraction, we have to shift our perception to one of faith regarding these intangible things until we are able to prove to ourselves that this principle does in fact work just as well as other principles, including gravity. And this is the reason that some say that the law of attraction is a pseudo-scientific concept, going beyond the physical senses and creating the truth within, that thoughts and feelings have an effect on the world around us is not always an easy task, but I'm here to testify that the intangible energetic components are so much more powerful than the tangible. I've personally been able to change every aspect of my own life just by tapping into these things. And here's some pretty convincing evidence proving that thoughts alone have immediate and tangible effects on ourselves and our environment. A group of 4,000 meditators volunteered to meditate on peace and love to reduce the amount of crime in a high-crime Washington, D.C. area. A team of scientists and researchers approached the project without bias and tested for different variables. While the meditators were meditating, specific crime rates dropped by 18%. Many believe that this scientifically proves that the positive conscious thoughts of a group of people can affect and change the behavior of ill-intentioned individuals. In 1979, a study was conducted on 70 to 80-year-old men. This study focused on the differences in remembering youth fondly and actually reliving youth. One group of these men talked and reminisced about their younger days while the other group pretended to be young, surrounding themselves with music, television shows and activities from their younger years. At the end of the study, those who used their minds to imagine they were physically younger showed signs of de-aging. Many of them experienced lower blood pressure, diminished arthritis and improved eyesight and hearing. By simply changing their consciousness, some physical aging was actually reversed. The most famous experiment that proves the power of thought was carried out by Dr. Masaru Emoto, which many have already learned about. Dr. Emoto photographed frozen water crystals after specific thoughts tied with strong emotion were projected onto them. Sometimes the intentions were spoken out loud, while other times the intentions were merely thought. The results were always the same: messages of love, peace, joy, and hope resulted in beautiful symmetrical crystals, while messages of hate, anger, sadness and fear resulted in malformed and broken crystals. His experiments show strong evidence that our intentions can physically alter the world around us. Science has also proven that the regions of the brain that are involved with intention are also related to action. This means that when we stimulate the areas of the brain that relate to intention, we also stimulate our action centers. It's merely that our intentions need to be strong enough to incite any action that aligns with those things. Additionally, when we place our attention on a specific feeling, whether that be a physical feeling in our body or an emotional feeling, we increase it simply through our awareness and observation. By removing our attention, the feeling subsides. These two things show that we make it possible to feel and do things by attending or intending them. Therefore, intention-based action and attention-based actions support the idea of connection. The connection of as within so without. The way we think and feel affects our actions and further feeling states, as well as what we observe as our reality. This means that the quality of our thoughts and feelings are in direct correlation with the things we experience, or in law of attraction terms, what we attract to ourselves. Furthermore, science tells us that what are known as mirror neurons, neurons that fire both when a person acts and when a person observes the same action performed by another, they mirror the behavior of a person being observed as though the person observing the behavior were the one enacting it. This then initiates that particular behavior to occur in the person who is doing the observing. In other words, when someone observes a specific behavior, that you are displaying the same response is mirrored in that person's brain, and they will often then display the same type of behavior. For instance, when your kind, energetic and happy individuals around you observe those behaviors and often mirror them back to you. And science has also proven that visualization is a main component of creating our future outcomes. Brain studies now reveal that thoughts have the capacity to stimulate specific brain regions and produce the same mental instructions as actions. Brain chemistry research also proves that if you tell your brain in words what you want, it has the tendency to get bored and lazy, but if you draw it or mentally show it through imagery, it responds with a much deeper interest and attention. Through visualization processes, the brain is literally being trained for performance and achievement. Our consciousness, that intangible part of us, affects and directs our experiences. Our perception or our mindset can change our physical experience. The universe to even exist, there must be something to observe it accordingly. Our consciousness, the intangible and energetic universe, and the principles of the law of attraction are all fundamentally interrelated. We merely need to cultivate faith in those things until results are experienced. Redirecting ourselves to a different future can be as simple as aligning our imagination, intention, attention, and behavior, and because consciousness itself affects the behavior of the physically experienced outer world, we have the opportunity for any and all types of possibilities. Thanks for watching this video. If you found it informative, do like and subscribe, and don't forget to give comments and provide us with your valuable feedback. And until then, stay tuned to Mind Vibes.